Suh. What's going on? What's really going on? We're bowled up prematurely. How's it hanging, huh? How's everyone's penis hanging? Stupid fucking mic arm, yo. It's broke. It's broke. Does it sound decent? Thanks, Hype Fight. Scatter, dude. I'm good, yo. I'm chilling. Had a busy ass fucking day, dude. Did hella fucking shit today. Bumping hot vodka too. Fuck yeah, bro. More shit on the way. A lot of good shit. That mic's actually there because I was just recording some shit, so. Yada da. Dude, yeah, Skate Season 2 is fucking tight. No, there's no negatives. I think it's getting traction. Yeah, Apocalypse was sick. Great. No teasers right now. Yeah, I forgot whose remix that is of Flume. Some like house remix. My turkey day was pretty much non-existent. I didn't do fucking shit. I just hung out at my boy's crib and watched TV. Not complaining though. I did have some turkey. It was dank. The response for your advice section, Patreon. Is there any way I can get advice but not air it out on your live stream? Definitely. Don't worry, I won't. I'm just making sure it's in here. Yeah, I got you, Jenna. Fuck. I'm burping. Mexico, dude. Pueblo. EDC, Mexico. De nada. It's gonna be sick. Oh yeah, Space Lace's back-to-back getter is gonna go nuts, bro. I'm telling you. I tell you. Yeah, dude, Denver was fucking tight. How good is Voltage 4, dog? Whoo! Let me tell you. That shit is good. That shit is nice. Any shows in LA soon? No. My next shows are Saturday I'm doing New Orleans. And then next Friday, Minneapolis. And then Saturday, Pontiac, Michigan. And then the week after that, I'm doing Terror REID in Salt Lake and Denver. With Lil Darky. Yeah, dude. Minneapolis is going to be fire. I haven't been to Skyway in so fucking long. I pulled my fucking back this past weekend. I don't know what the fuck I did, but my shit is hurting right now. When am I coming back to Toronto? I don't know. I'd like to. I like the candid Canadians. Any new songs added to my playlist this week? I've honestly just been rinsing Voltage 4. Yeah, I know it's not out yet, but shit is good as fuck. 10K Duncan, FU2. That's really good. Thoughts on Genova Project, that's sick. Yeah, I mean all that stuff from back then is so good. It just sucks that it's from Datsik, but I mean, hey, the music was great. That was like what got me started. No, Voltage comes out the 4th. It's so good, bro. The whole thing front to back is crazy, but the first song, oh, dude, seeing it live with fire and shit. If you were at that show in Denver, you know, I was in the back in the crowd. Fucking raw in the Santa account. I downloaded Arc Raiders. I haven't played it yet, though. I haven't been having a lot of time to play video games besides Skate. How do you feel now that you've been doing Tara Reid almost 10 years? Feels good. I was actually thinking about it the other day that it's been about 16 years total in the music industry. Failed and successful. It's kind of crazy. Still friends with Cody. I mean, yeah. He never did anything to me. I only know him as the good guy who I always knew. He was never weird with me. I don't even know if that shit that everybody says he did actually fucking happened. So he's a great guy. I don't have anything bad to say about him. But yeah, Tara Reid 10 years. I think there's a lot less to show for Tara Reid than Forget Her, and I think that's a good thing. I think I've been drip feeding. Yeah, I love Spock. That's my dog. I feel like I've been drip feeding everybody the Tara Reid stuff, which is great because it makes people want more. But I knew it would be a slow burn. Like, I mean, the first song did do really well, but like seeing steady streams across the board now for even the old stuff and the new stuff is really great. Yeah, Get Her merch is coming soon. I had a fucking web designer, but I don't know what the fuck happened. It should already be up, but it's not. But I just hired a creative director, so he's doing everything. Trust me, dude. I wanted to get it ready before Christmas. You can make so much money on Christmas for merch. Because just so you know, you put out merch to make money. It sounds bad, but yeah, I missed the boat on that for both ends. But the new Tara Reid merch that dropped is fucking sick. The cut and sew bejeweled fucking shits that I designed myself. Those ones are out. The vinyls are out too, which is cool. I think it might be sold out already. But yeah, it's good. I don't know. I'd rather have a small amount of really good Tara Reid stuff than like a large amount of Tara Reid stuff with only a couple good songs in there. Like even now, looking at the whole Tara Reid discography. Here, let me see if I could just pull all the songs up. Because I can tell you which suck and which are good. How do I switch over? Yeah. Okay, so these are all the Tara Reid songs. Uppercuts, gas. Who Dat? Fucking hate that song. I hate that song so much. Fuck Everybody, gas. Dead to Me, gas. Chernobyl, gas. All of these are good. Bounce Back sucks. Who Dat and Bounce Back are probably my least favorite Tara Reid songs. Cruisin' with Nick Coletti, that's a deep cut. Not a lot of people know that one. Spineless, gas. Buried Alive 2, When It's All Gone, Krylon. All of these are great. Step Back. All of these are good. Like, I feel like there's certain times you can drop stuff even if you don't 100% like it. Like, Forget Her, dude. Like, I don't listen to EDM all the time. I just make what I think sounds cool and what goes off live. I don't love everything I put out, but that's because I don't listen to that kind of shit. EDM is more technical. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, it's like riding a skateboard to work or riding a skateboard and figuring out all these crazy tricks. Like, what riding a skateboard to work is just fun, means of transportation. It's fun. It's simple. Not much you got to work on. Just balance. Then doing hella tricks is very technical. That's like EDM versus rap, I guess. I just really like rapping. But all of these are good. Creeping for My Chips. These are all good. So yeah, just Uppercuts and Bounce Back can suck my balls. So I'd rather have two songs that I really, really don't like out of however many than the latter. Hot Vodka 2. Yeah, those were all good. I don't like rushing stuff out. Duh. Bring back Nick? Hey, I wish, bud. I wish. I've tried. Prelude's fucking gas, yeah. How's the scene now? What's the future going to look like for aspiring full-time artists? Your thoughts on AI? I mean, the scene hasn't changed that much. It's just trends. The means and the ways to make money have changed a lot. The overall idea of being a producer has changed. For the bad, I think it's changed because now you need to have a social persona. I mean, I guess you don't need to, but if you're trying to make that quick money, do all this stuff. But again, that also backfires because numbers on social media do not translate to ticket sales. I'll tell you that right now. So that's a good thing, though. I don't think that's a bad thing. Why doesn't Nick want to come back? I don't know. I mean, he's doing his own thing. I just think he wants to go solo, do his thing. What's the other part? Oh yeah, the scene. My thoughts on AI. I mean, dude, AI is gonna go as far as we let it go. It's not. I don't think it's a fucking problem. I think you can see pretty clearly with AI art, nobody likes it. To the point where I've used it and people have given me shit for it. But I think the difference is if I were to go in and type in a prompt and it's shitty and then I put that out as art, people will give me shit for it. But if I spend a bunch of money with a professional dude that knows what he's doing with AI and he makes something from scratch, that would, without AI, be millions of dollars, but we pull it off just with AI. I feel like that's safe. And I feel like with music, nobody's gonna... No one's gonna fucking make a true living off of AI music. I don't fucking think. I feel like it's just another tool. It's like sampling, dude. What did they do before sampling? Synths, bands. Then they had sampling. Then you're like, whoa. Then people got crazy with sound design, and then you get EDM. And then that boundary gets fucking pushed. This is just another like data set. It's like another mod for a video game. It's just a new thing to work with, and it's fucking awesome. Yeah, there's some dumb shit you can do with it, but most of it's cool. I think it will help the young. I think AI could help the younger producers because for example, when I was younger and I didn't have money and I was not a struggling artist, but like starting to get my come up and like really trying to do everything, because hey, rule number one, you have to be obsessed. If you're not donating 80% of your time, then it's just a hobby. But yeah, I didn't have any means to clear samples. There wasn't that many crazy sample packs out there. So it all had to just come from here or like work shortcuts. Nowadays, if I'm working on a song and I need a top line, which basically just means like a vocal hook, something like get your head knocking, like that shit, I could go into AI and like type in what lyrics I want, how I want it said, and then get it tuned exactly so it's not my voice. I could even use my voice and then change my voice. So I feel like that is pretty powerful, because you can make a banger with no samples and make all of the money back. Because if Spotify and all these guys are not going to let you make money from streaming, the least you can do is get 100% from the track itself. After distro, that's another thing. Does that make sense? I think it's cool. I think AI is cool, as long as you're not a dumbass with it. Shake Well and Get Her, yeah, that's coming out next month. Yeah, Nick's about to start another stand-up tour. He actually just put out, let me find it. He put out a comedy album. Here, I'll post the link. It's on Apple Music. I don't know if it's on Spotify. But this is Nick Coletti's newest comedy album. It's fucking great. It's like a good 20 minutes. Live in Albany. He's hilarious. It's ours, dude. Squid Attack. Man, you love Squid Attack, don't you? Is that Space Lace's Get a collab going to be on Voltage 4? No, we do have a collab on Voltage 4 that nobody's heard. Me and Ian have a lot of shit that we're working on. We started like years ago. I'm a dumbass because I started a bunch of songs with him right before I took my EDM break. So I'm coming back to all of it now. But yeah, one of them's coming out on Voltage. It's called Garfield. And then the one that I played is coming out on my EP. It's called Bum Rush. And then we got about 4 other ones. You still rocking with Skate anymore or nah? You know what, bro? I tried the new update. I like the new update. I think now it's going in the right direction. A couple months ago, I gave the Apex Legends speech, where when Apex first came out, it was the same story, where it was like garbage battle pass. The first 2-3 seasons were dog shit. Everyone was complaining, but the core gameplay was sick. Exactly like motherfucking, what's up, Lou? Miss you, big dog. I'm going to pull up on you soon in Florida. Big dog. But yeah, the Apex sucked early on, and then it had to get some traction. I feel like the replay editor update is exactly what it fucking needed, because now I will play it way more. They have new brands. They made the characters not look like fucking cartoon lesbians, which is awesome. So I think it's going up. I think it's on its way up. They added new eyes, which I thought was hilarious, because that was one of my biggest complaints. And like, dude, they added these eyes that are red and are like this. Like it makes your guy look so fucking high. It's so good. The vitiligo slider, yeah. Honestly, bullshit. Honestly offensive and bullshit. One sec, y'all. Business time. I just got a text about voltage 1 minute ago. That's crazy because we were just talking about it. Synchronicities, yo. But yeah, Skate's great. It's good. I was going to play it today on stream, but dude, my room gets too fucking hot. It gets way too hot. Too fucking hot. What else did they add? The battle pass. I mean, I feel like it's as good as it's gonna get. Bunch of gay dances and a bunch of stupid crop tops, but everything else is sick. They gave you can be stoned now. I don't know what they did with the face, but it does look a little better. There's some stuff that they add in there that they don't even talk about in the patch notes. Like they added new sounds, wheel sounds, bearing sounds. They added grunts. Your guy grunts when he eats shit now. The NPCs say different shit. When you land, like dust comes up off the ground, which is fucking tight. Still needs a lot of work, but keep going. Keep it going. I'm gonna stop crying about Skate now. Mission Ballroom experience. Fucking awesome. Fucking great time. Great venue. Very cold. Oh, the Cardi B flip? That's for Moody Good. I just slowed it down. Hell yeah, I'll be back. Yeah, well, Pontiac, not Grand Rapids, but yeah, I'm back. I'm back in that bitch. I'm getting bored listening to the same song from you, Spotify. Then listen to another song, big guy. I don't know what to tell you. I have so many songs on there. Yeah, Eptic and Getter would be sick. That's my dog. Patiently waiting for Chiliad video. I'm working myself to the bone. I've been working on time blocking more for my life. And that ends up giving me 1 day a week to work on the Chiliad stuff. But it's coming along. It's the problem with Chiliad right now, and this is the only thing I'm going to say about Chiliad because I know it's annoying, is that I have like over 100 Google Docs full of like vital information, important stuff. Maybe some of it's not super vital, but like stuff I feel like is important to mention. And because it's always been on the side, I've never organized it. So it's like having a junk drawer. So that's what I'm doing now, is going through all of these, and I'm making a one sheet. It's like 20 pages right now, but it's good. And then I got to write what I'm going to say. It's going to be one of those cool hour-long informative videos that you see on YouTube, but it's going to be very full. It's going to be full of substance so that we can just fucking solve this shit. I'm so sick of like being on the edge. You can't talk. Once you can't tell anybody about it because you seem psycho. But I'm going to go get it going and put it in front of you. How's the gym going? The gym's going. I pulled my back in on this past trip, so I went back today for the first time in a bit. You know, we're still getting there. Not too shabs. I wish it would go faster, but I'm not going to take fucking HGH. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. I'm just trying to be kind of thick. Voltage 4 is fucking amazing. I'm telling you, bro, that whatever that first song is, I've been just blasting that shit on repeat. And the one with him and fucking Sudden Death, get the fuck out of my face. Get out of my face with that shit. Spite would be cool. I want to do a dubstep song with Knocked Loose. I feel like that would be sick. My goal with my trainer is to get me jacked by March, which would in turn force me to take my shirt off at shows. So that is possible for sure. Wasn't Chiliad mystery cracked by some bloke recently? Absolutely not. It's been cracked or solved by so many people, but it's all it is people desperate for content. That's all it is. Nobody I know one person that has solved it. I know one person. And they can't tell me shit. NDA? I don't know, probably. Yeah, I'm 5'10", I'm not 5'6". Google says a lot of dumb. Google got my birthday's wrong on Google. I get all my information from Reddit. Never Google. Or fucking ChatGPT. What's the Chiliad? Am I under a rock? GTA 5 has a very big mystery that contains different branches of stories that people say, oh, they're canceled DLC, but I'm telling you 100% for a fact, they're in the game. The first version of the game. It's like a maze. It's pretty gnarly. Did you hang out with the Booth Boys? YMH? Yeah, a little bit. The dude, his name was Tanner. Cool name. Yeah, we were vibing. He's a cool guy. GTA 5 DLC does exist in the first version. Like, dude, you remember like hot coffee back in the day in San Andreas? For anybody who's too young for it, San Andreas came out and the first version had an X-rated fucking mission in it called Hot Coffee. And once somebody unlocked it and discovered how to access it, they had to re-release it because it was like NC-17 rated. Like, they've done this shit before. It's not new. Even in there, if you look back at Rockstar's first game, Space Station, I think it's called Space Station Silicon Valley. Their first game has a whole hidden story in it, depending on how you play the game. Like, it's been there, dude. But, yeah, I'm not going to bore you to death with more Chiliad talk. Just know that I'm close as shit. Don't have the time to completely wrap it up, and it will be giving out all of my information on it very fucking soon. So y'all can solve it, and then when you do solve it and everybody realizes there's something, just tag your boy. That's all I ask. I think they had a professional psych evaluation, and they had Tanner as the number one who needed therapy. Yeah. Jamming new peeling flesh. Yeah, they sent me a bunch of stems. I'm just, it needs a click. That's definitely a goal. But I don't want to just take anything and make whatever with it. It needs to be monumental. These kids don't know, bro. They don't know. Any tips for forcing yourself into music practice? Yeah, I said it earlier, but just be obsessed. Be absolutely obsessed. Make more time for that than anything else. They said his mental state was closest to being related to a war veteran. Dude, straight up. Thank you, bro. Thank you, fam. Yeah. But yeah, that shit exists. You won't find any information of it online because people just content farm and they just want, especially Dark Viper. Dark Viper, if you're watching, big guy, I don't want to be mean. I respect you. But you're part of the reason why it hasn't been solved. Just saying. Anyway. Bro, Max Payne was so good. Such an underrated game. You know what I've been playing again is Half-Life. It's fucking great. The best DAW to use? I use Ableton. Most people I know use Ableton. You get mad at the people that record you? Nah, I don't give a fuck if people post my set. It just means they really liked it. But I will say that, like, at least for me, I put a lot of effort in building a set that's entertaining for at least an hour. And so that takes some work. So when I make a set, it's pretty much going to be that set for a good year. And then, like, I'll have, like, a beginning and an end always, like the songs. And then there's different staples in the set, like maybe 15, 16 songs that I will play every time in that window of time that I'm playing this set. And then everything else is hot swappable. I could change it in. I can add stuff, take stuff out. But, like, the idea of the mix is, like, pretty well thought out. So that's why I don't put out a lot of mixes. But if someone's like, yo, we need a new mix for this radio station, I'll put one together. Thank you for making the best music. You improve your shared strength. And in a hard time for me, music is a powerful language and you're an epic artist. Thanks for changing the world. Thank you, bro. Means a lot. Glad you got something from the music. Any thoughts on pre-recorded sets? I mean, I don't really give a shit. I get why people do it. I don't really care. I feel like I used to care or think I care. But dude, when you're at the level that you need to, that's even an idea in your head, you're obviously very successful, and you know shit is going to work in certain areas. I've personally never done pre-recorded sets. The closest I've gotten to is, like, I'll make a mashup because that just saves time with mixing. If I'm mixing two songs over here, but if I have 4 decks and I just mashed up 2 songs and I have to mash up 2 other ones while beat matching to the original 2, I'll probably just take the 2, mash them up in Ableton, and then play that. But yeah, I don't know, dude. Fucking pre-recorded sets. I guess it depends on your status and how popular you are. If you're just starting out and you're doing pre-recorded sets, it's probably not the look. I probably will never do pre-recorded sets. For me, it's an ADD thing. I get pretty bored up there. That's why I try to mix fast, and I fuck around with the effects a lot. Sometimes maybe too much. But you just gotta, I always have to be entertained up there. Anytime I'm not, I'm like, okay, this is, like, the first 2 weeks when I was doing this new set, it was a lot of testing and adding stuff, taking shit out. I'm still, like, it's not completely done yet. Once I finish, 100% finish this set and start building a new one, I'll definitely drop the set for sure. Will the Slam Dunk remix ever come out? I was thinking about dropping it on my Patreon. Huge fan from way back in 2017. Damn, bro. Recommended sample packs. For dubstep, this dude Muerte from Canada has insane drums. For all music in general, decap drums that knock. The best of the best. I put out one sample pack on my Patreon, but I don't like the Patreon store. So once my website is finished, I'm going to have a fuck ton of original sample packs on there that you could grab that are really good. They will not be as good as drums that knock, just saying. I know how good I am. I'm very good, but VCAP is just that much better. Dead to me, Tara Reid is one of the top faves. Thanks, bro. Oh yeah, good news for Tara Reid fans. People have been asking me for years to put Spineless on Spotify. And while it's not there yet, it could be there in 2026. Working on it. I'm glad you liked Samsara, dude. That one definitely, I feel like, is different than what I normally do. There's a lot of meaning in that album. down to even the quotes. A lot of those quotes we recorded on my phone. I recorded them undercover, having deep talks with Domsta and Micro and the whole crew. And just threw them in there. A lot of hidden meanings in the lyrics too. Chernobyl's the same thing. Both songs, Chernobyl and Spineless, had samples that I just didn't really want to clear. But yeah, I'm working on them for next year. I'm ready to play like Curry. She run and giggle cause it's Dommy calling. Who you thought of? How the fuck would none you could be the part. Solve the Chiliad mystery. Solve Tara Reid lyrics. Exactly. Exactly, dude. Yeah, Sudden Death's tapped in with those fools, bro. I was just with him too. He was at the Voltage show. Good guy. Working on a song. We sampled Death Grips for this new one. It's kind of cool. Oh yeah, I just answered your question without even reading it. Yeah, it's Guillotine by Death Grips. And it all falls down, yeah. Head of a trick in the bucket, body of a trick in the bag. Yeah. Head of a trick in the bucket, body of a trick in the bag. Any visceral type release for 2026? Yes. Yes. I got 3 fire EPs planned for the first quarter of the new year. One has a bunch of rappers, one has a bunch of dub, and one is visceral style. And they're going to be tapes. They're going to be mixed tapes. So there's definitely going to be more volumes of them. I just wanted to take all the styles I do and kind of curate them towards each project. When are they going to cable you in the air like Void? Dude, I'd be too scared for that shit. I've seen too many live leak videos of that sort of shit. AI STEM in Ableton is something else. Yeah, it is great. I still use my AI tool. I think it's better. It's called Lala AI. That's what I use for stem separation. I've been using it. But it is, the Ableton one's good. I feel like it's just not good. It's not as good for EDM songs. The Ableton one. It's really good for like rap songs or like a band or like it's really good for drums. But yeah. What kind of work are we looking at today? I didn't really have shit planned. I've been really fucking busy, so I've been kind of just treating the streams as like a breaky break and to like catch up and chill. But I could see what I've got. Oh no, yeah. When I say mixtape, I get what you're saying. But it's not going to be all of them mixed together like that. It's just I'm calling it a mixtape because they're all going to be themed in like a mixtape style, if that makes sense. So they're full songs. It's just not they're not mixed together. I just wanted a way to have themes for each release. You hear that? This is just some shit. I'm not completely done with it, but. Oh wait, hold on. I have the sound shifter on. And then it goes, the drums and shit change up. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, some cool synths in there. I was like doing this with no layers.
Can't wait to see your next move.
Yeah, so that's that one. It's called Pills. What else we got here? I worked on Eye of Zaffo a little bit. Did Ian show you Voltage 4 before the show? Yes, he did, and it's fucked, bro. It's fucked. But seeing it live was completely different. Completely different. Let's play it right now. I'm just kidding. I would never do that shit. But yeah, he's next level. I was mad at him because it's that good.
Wait, yeah, I got rich. Damn, I could just fuck any bitch. Yeah, I got rich. Damn, I could just fuck any bitch. I don't think so. Ready to kick from the tank. Pop a beanie, get right to the bank.
So fuck. Let's turn that off.
Ready to kick from the tank. Pop a beanie, get right to the bank. You hear that? Gangsta shit. Diamonds all over my wrist. Oh, wait, damn. Like that? I'm off as that for the
Very, very early. What is this?
Lay up money, make it.
Stupid shit. Stupid fucking shit, cunt. Yeah, that's the shit I've been on. I also got a lot of really cool melodic, visceral type shit that I'm not showing you. You're gonna have to wait. Get her in res, yeah, that'd be cool. Heck, a tie flip, yeah, that'd be sick. Yeah, I just got all my rights. I bought all my old music back. So I was thinking about, I mean, I'm not thinking about it. I'm going to do it. There's just no timeline, but I'm going to do like flips of all the old good songs. Oh, it's about that time. Hold on, I got to piss. For fun's sake. Oh. What up? What's up? What's going on? How do you make talking bass like that? I have all my songs on Patreon. You can download them and check them out and steal my patches. Just a bunch of effects and shit. It's a lot easier than you think. The hard part is the idea. Making a full ass fucking song. Ow. My fucking back. Ouch. How's your night going? It's going, dude. Hanging. Hanging free. Bird game? What bird game? I'm waiting for them to announce fucking Half-Life 3 already. What are we doing? What the fuck is this? Bird Game 3 is an immersive multiplayer BVB, bird vs. bird game. Damn. Now finally coming to Steam. Finally. And I'm not talking shit. It just seems silly. But Squirrel with a Gun was one of the best games I played in a while. So this is probably going to be really good. PUBG has a new game coming out. When will you be back in Texas? I'm actually out there next week for another little Austin comedy trip with my beloved. We're going to go out there and just kick it. Will we go to Kill Tony? Hopefully. I've put in the list request. Open the Ableton project files. It's on my Patreon. I never do plugs, but that's probably appropriate time to do a plug. All my project files are on Patreon. Every 2 weeks I upload another one. You ever do a Get Her Tara Reid song? No, but maybe I just did. Maybe I just recorded a Tara Reid verse on a Getter song. Serum 2 all day. By the way, folks, I had some crazy shit happen over the weekend. I updated Ableton, and for whatever reason, my computer deleted my Serum 1 and Serum 2 preset folders. Now, I don't use presets that I save. I just kind of save them. I've saved them over 10 years. And I still have them, and it's not I got them back. We're good. But watch out if you're updating. I haven't met anybody else who had the same thing happen to them, so it was probably exclusive to me. I probably did something stupid, but gone. I opened up an Ableton project, and it said, cannot find preset folder, and I look, and the whole folder was just wiped, nowhere to be found, so I had to reinstall. So just watch out. I've never used Vital, only Serum 2. Luckily, I keep everything. What's one way you would kill someone, like first blood or what? I mean, first blood pretty much explains what I would do. You know? You find someone random who's got some dirt on them. That song is great, by the way. If you've never heard it, REID, First Blood, great song. But it's me walking you through how to get away with murd. A little bit of dir. Here, let me see. I'm so sick of fucking Google AI, dude. It's not AI. Stop. I'm trying to find which song where Biggie says, "Get your head splitted." Is it Dangerous MCs? Yep. Let me see. I'll just make it for you. The original. One sec. Uno. Pregunta. Getter, more like penis. No, I don't want a fucking update, bro. Yeah. God damn it. Just updated. Just updated. I remember back in the day, there used to be way less updates for shit. I feel like people are like putting shit out now that's just not finished. Kind of weird. Kind of weird how it works, huh? Do I have any double R shows lined up for next year? Nothing yet. But I'm working behind the scenes on some changes, hiring people, all kinds of good changes. Just getting this acapella. This is La La, by the way. Like, these are all the stems you can do. The ones that say beta are super mid, but this one's, all of these are good up until guitar. I haven't tried the piano, but really good stuff. Oh, hold on. One sec. I gotta find this. Okay. And we're back.
Yeah, like diamonds on my neck, chrome drop top. Check it out. Check it out.
Diamonds on my neck, chrome drop top. I think I've used that in another song too.
Diamonds on my neck, chrome drop.
Is that fucked up?
Diamonds on my neck, Loch Ness, 9mm cock test, one for test.
I feel like that's not the actual beat.
Diamonds on my neck, chrome drop top, chilling on the scene, smoking pounds of green.
Just gonna warp this bitch.
Diamonds on my green, ooh wee.
Ooh wee.
Diamonds on my neck, chrome drop top, chilling on the scene, smoking.
Y'all niggas know the rules.
Diamonds on my neck, chrome drop top, chilling on the scene, smoking pounds of green. Ooh.
Okay. This is just what I do to get the BPM.
Diamonds on my neck, chrome drop top, chilling on the scene, smoking pounds of green. Ooh wee, you see the ugliest, money hungriest, Brooklyn Loch Ness, 9mm cock test, one for test, and the winner is.
Y'all niggas know the rules. I blast on niggas so
My
my
fist never bruised, land still cruise. Frank White paid his dues. Ask who's the raw, bet they say Papa Very. Look forward to me like commissary. All of a sudden, now everybody Big Willie done did it. Come with it, get your head splitted or get your neck slitted.
There it is. Boom. Don't need that. Don't need any of that.
Get your head splitted or get your neck slitted.
What song is that? I mean, what BPM is this on? 1 sec. Gotta switch on over. Gotta look for a head splitter, cunt. Cunt splitter. Okay. Who the fuck is it? Dude. I swear to God, the spotlight on Macs have just gotten so much fucking worse, dude. Like the spotlight search. But I mean, hey, for PC, it's never been good. Ever. It's so hard to find anything on a PC, dude. Is this 150? Yes, it is. Okay.
Get your head splitted or get your neck.
Oh, wait, cool. That's literally the version that already has it. I don't even need to do it.
Get your head splitted or get your neck slitted.
That's the original. For whoever was wondering.
Get your head splitted or get your neck slitted.
Cool. I didn't even know I had that version. That saves me some time. Maybe I'll play that from now on. Maybe. Diamonds on my neck, chrome drop top. Yeah, I'm a Mac guy till I die. Get her more like Squando 4. Get her my goat. I really enjoy Getter clips. I watch it while I'm in class. Fuck yeah, dude. That's what's up. Yeah, that's my homie. He started that page. He's the man. Shout out Sean. Is rap still hot in the industry? I'd say from the outside looking in, yeah. But I've met a lot of people in that industry that are fucking over it. It's because the higher ups are getting fucking greedy, bro. It's a lot harder to make money in that shit now. But the good thing is I feel like more good stuff is being pushed. Where do you find good vocal samples? I mean, just fucking songs I listen to. Pretty much, dude. Always have your fucking sample detector on, bro. Anytime you're watching anything, Like I'll be watching some shit with Lindsay and be like, wait, hold on, rewind it. And then I'll record some shit on my phone. Anything. Yeah, was that the sample clearance thing, or did you just prefer the final version? Yeah, it was definitely sample clearance. Because that was the song, Skrill hit me up about it, and then we were trying to, I think they hit up Biggie's estate or something to clear it. Because if it was him just going, yeah, that's one thing. But since there's a whole phrase that he wrote, you have to clear it, and they wanted... I forgot how much they wanted, but it was way out of my range. So they were like, yo, we can wait to put it out or just fucking swap it. So I always fucking swapped it, dude. I don't know if anybody here uses Google Chrome. But this is... Here, I'll show you what I do. In my Chrome, they have like these new grouping things. I mean, I'm sure... They have that in a lot of browsers. I use Chrome, but these are like all my groups, and my samples group is like, I have like hundreds of samples in there, and I just save them for the day that I want to extract all of them. So. Sample checker is just your ears. That's all I meant by that. Google, yeah, not a lot of people know about Chrome. It's kind of like this new thing coming out right now. I don't know, dude. I tried to go to Safari. I tried to go to fucking Opera. Chrome's just, like, I know they're taking my data. I don't give a fuck. Have it, dude. You get my data, you're just going to see a bunch of fucking GTA stuff, Illuminati stuff, fucking... walkthrough videos, fucking fail compilations, daily dose of internet. Have my data, bro. Google, you can have it. I don't care. The browser is great. Okay? You know, people who are worried about getting their data breached probably got something to worry about. Probably hiding something that's really weird. I'm an open book, dude. Low key. It's funny because literally the last stream I was getting hacked real time. That's hilarious. No, someone got a hold of, let me rephrase that. Somebody sold my data, and then somebody had like my phone and my fucking email, but I got it sorted out. My buddy sorted me out. %. That's all they're going to see. Firefox was lit. Firefox was real lit. I remember getting a crazy virus on my dad's PC when I was younger from looking at porn. My accidental adventure. I literally stumbled into porn on accident. I bought, what game was it? Wolfenstein? You ever play Wolfenstein? They had Wolfenstein 3D for Game Boy SP, the light up Game Boy. And I loved it. And I was looking at cheats. I was trying to look up cheat codes. And I went to Wolfenstein.com like an ignorant kid. And it was a pornog website. And it was, dude, I remember it vividly. Because I had never seen this before. This is great evidence, by the way. This was like early internet days. Like dial-up days. So there was you couldn't go on internet on your phone unless there was Wi-Fi. So this is like evidence that internet will fuck your kid up. Because, I mean, it didn't fuck me up. It was just boobs. It was nothing like crazy. But, dude, it was literally, I would go to Wolfenstein.com. And it was just a black screen with like a 240 by 240 square and it was a GIF It was like 2 frames. It was like girl with a shirt on, girl with a shirt off. Every time I pressed refresh, it'd be a different picture. So I was just there for hours like, what the fuck? I'm 9. This is sick. And then didn't know what history was. Didn't know internet history existed. And my dad found it. And I got in trouble. He's like, who's looking at boobs.com? Who's looking at breasts.org? Swear to God, that's the shit I would do. I have so many dumb fucking stories, bro. Yeah, I blamed it on my older brother's friend. I just remember sitting like my dad's house was like, it had like a bar area, like, I mean, just a counter. It was a raised counter where we would eat breakfast, and then in the room next to it was where like the family PC was, which is a bad idea. Never have a family PC. And I just remember him sitting me down, and then he's like scrolling through everything I'm looking at, and I passed out because I was crying so hard because I was a little bitch. I just passed out while my dad looked at my fucking porn history. It's so stupid. And then he banned me. And then actually another funny thing, I used to play RuneScape and like MapleStory and shit when I was a kid. And it was right around the time of MySpace. And it was right around the time of Tom's MySpace editor. And not so much nowadays, but back then there was a lot of like fun websites that worked, but would still give you a virus. Bro did the fainting goat trick. Exactly, dude. I just pretended it was all a dream. What was I saying though? Fuck. I totally forgot. Shit. It's gone. Remind me. Oh yeah, fucking MapleStory. So there's this thing you could do on the internet back then where on PC you could change what your cursor looked like to like a finger or like this or like a fucking traffic cone. And so I was on that tip. I was a young customizer. I like to mod things. And my dad, let me rewind. So I'm playing MapleStory, and the MapleStory part of the logo was a maple leaf that looks like this, I guess, kinda. It was just a maple leaf instead of your cursor, like nothing crazy. And I wasn't even, by the way, was not smoking weed at this time. This was like middle school, and did not burn in middle school. And my dad goes on the computer one day, takes me out of school, and I got in trouble because he thought it was a fucking weed leaf. He thought I had a weed leaf cursor on the family fucking computer. And I'm like, Dad, I know I'm 12, but what is weed? And then I got in trouble again. I actually got in more trouble that time, now that I think about it. Parents are pretty good at sniffing out situations, though, literally and figuratively. I still don't know how my dad caught me smoking weed for the first time. He probably checked the phone records or something. But I remember, dude, on 1 week, I would get $5 a day for lunch. And 1 week I saved it. And by the end of the week, I had $25. And so me and all my homies like pitched to get like a big old satchel of weed. And my dad fucking knew somehow. I had never, ever gone home smelling like weed or anything like that. And then one day, he pulls me out of school in the last period. And he's like, hey, what were you going to do afterwards with your friends? I was like, fuck. Smoke kush. But he never caught me doing ecstasy, so that's good. He only ever caught me smoking weed. Hey, man, I broke the law a couple times as a kid, dude. We had this thing too called Bike Party. If you ever heard of Bike Party in the Bay Area, it happened probably around like 2008, 2009. But it was essentially hundreds of bikers, usually people on fixies. I never had a fixie because I'm a straight man. But everybody had fixies, and it was like some people from AA, some people were just the homies, and me and my 15, 16-year-old homies I was the same age. It wasn't like now when they were that age. I was 15, 16. They were 15, 16. Just so we're clear. And we would go to these bike parties with a Camelback, like the backpack water bottles. Yeah, bike parties lit, bro. And I would just roll up on like a mountain bike and we would have those Camelbacks full of gin and juice. It was like at our like full wigger stage. Like all of us thought we were black guys. We all thought we were like, yo, we need gin and juice now, dude. Where the bitches at? We don't even have pubes. And we're asking for fucking bitches and gin and juice and smoking backwoods and coughing our fucking brains out. And so we're literally driving drunk on bicycles with hundreds of other responsible adults. There's just a small pocket. And we're shit-faced, dude. Illegal activities. I should have gone to jail, allegedly. And yeah, driving drunk. We went like 12 miles. Fucking blacked out, dude. All of us. Shit-faced. Like 16. Like my homie Kevin throwing up while he's biking, but didn't crash. And then check this out. There was a big problem because everybody kept running fucking lights, which you shouldn't do as a biker. But I did it because, hey, dude. I wanted to be a black guy, dude. I wanted to drink gin and juice on bikes with my fucking homies. And, yeah, so me and 50 other people ran through a red light like dumbasses. And then a cop pulls up. And he pulls up behind me and my buds. I got an earbud in. They're not wireless. But I got an earbud in. Drunk as fuck, dude. And this cop rolls up behind me. Right behind me. Singles me out for some reason. There's full-grown adults doing the same thing. But he singles me out. I had a nice Schwinn though, so I don't know. And then the cop, I'm not even kidding, says something on his thing. I ignore him, like responsible child. And dude, the cop drives up next to me, and the passenger seat cop literally gets me in a headlock while we're driving. And so I'm like, fell off my bike, and this cop's got me in a fucking chokehold, and I'm just like hanging from his seat, like, yo. And then took me down. Gave me a warning. Don't run red lights. Sorry for abusing you. I think I told him, he said, how old are you? I said 16 or something. And he was immediately like, oh, fuck. Have a good day, bud. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. What other stories we got, dude? Oh, dude, for sure. As soon as I became an adult and like started having some success and like touring and stuff, I told my parents everything bad I did. I was like, hey, Mom, you remember that time you picked me up from the first EDM festival I ever went to? And you were surprised that I was so friendly and not tired and like having a good time. I was on acid, Mom. Sorry. Hey, Dad, you remember that one time I said I had a crazy migraine and I needed your glasses? I was rolling on ecstasy during the day in my room on a Thursday. I didn't have a migraine. I told them everything, dude. It was great. Felt great. Dude, a Netflix documentary of my life would be number one shoot to the top. I'm telling you. That being said, my first rave was Love Fest. Well, first rave was probably, I think, Bass Nectar. Pre-pedo, of course. And Santa Cruz at the Catalyst. I think that was the first one. And then Love Fest was this festival. I don't know if they still do it. But it was kind of like Pride Parade, but not gay. I mean, I guess it was kind of gay. It was in San Francisco, but they had like 20 floats and they drove them all around. This is actually a great story. They drove 20 floats all around the city and then they park them around the city hall and just have a rave. And each fucking float is a stage with a DJ on it. And the sound wasn't great. So the sound would only travel maybe 20 feet. So you would just walk around this festival and there's no gates dividing shit. It was literally just like every man for himself. And, yeah, I did acid. I did a lot of acid. Actually, saw Megalodon back when Megalodon was 2 people. And I saw their set and I was like, holy fuck, I'm tripping balls. First metal show. It sucks because I missed a lot of metal shows from doing, because I was DJing, not complaining, but like I would be double booked. So like the Irish Front and Arsonist, all the girls would play and I'd be out of town. Probably music festival at the Shoreline. I saw like the Human Abstract, the Briggs, the fucking Who else was there? Between the Buried and Me, I think. Yeah, it was good fucking shit, bro. I had to leave Melodeath early because of shrooms. I still deeply regret that. Hey, it probably would have been bad news. I'll tell you, I had a bad shroom trip once, and it is not fun. So it's good that you escaped. I had a pastor take us to As I Lay Dying, the Devil Wears Prada, fourth today in the chariot. Damn, that's hard as fuck. I didn't even know Comethazine put out a new single. I gotta peep that. He's a boss, dude. He's cool. He's acting now too, which is sick. Dude, Human Abstract was crazy because the guitarists were so tall and huge, and then they used the little Music Man guitars, so they looked like fucking giants. Like, fucking get a bigger guitar, big guy. What the fuck? Oh, I do have a bunch of Patreon submitted questions and advice. I'm gonna probably wrap this up after 2 hours, so we'll hop on into those pretty soon here, dude. But if you don't know, I have a Patreon, and if you pay for it, you get a bunch of music stuff. If you do it for free, you get a Discord, and you can ask me questions for streams and blah blah blah. And next year, we're kicking it into the next gear. Ooh, new Zenith Passage. Gotta check that out. That's a Faceless new band. They're fucking great. Yeah, we're gonna kick the Patreon into overdrive next year. Get more shit out for everybody, so it's not, maybe it's not stagnant, but I'm just a perfectionist. I almost crashed driving in a car on acid, and after I didn't know if I was dead or alive. Fuck, that's nuts, bro. Yeah, I've never driven a car fucked up. I've biked quite a few times under the influence. Do not recommend it. Very scary, but also hella fun at the time. It was super fun. I've been called Brendan Fraser, yeah. I looked a lot like him when I didn't have tattoos. Long Beach was fucking lit. There was a fucking boat. There's a boat. Careful. You gotta be careful with the shrooms and the acid. You gotta be careful. Do I have another story before I hop into the quest? I'm just trying to think of all the fucking crazy dumb shit I did. Oh, I remember. Nah, this one's probably. Nah, I'm not gonna say it. Traveling, doing drugs. Oh yeah, that's a nightmare, dude. Going to Jackpot specifically for Getter? Fuck yeah, dude. You're not gonna be disappointed. It's gonna be a great show. I also might be doing an after party in Vegas. I don't know for sure, but I was talking about it with my guys today. It might happen. It might be happening. Was the head splitter video a real story? No, definitely not. Oh, damn, gnarly EP. I forgot about that shit. What 3 items would you buy at the grocery store to make the cashier give you a strange look? That's a good question. Probably lube, scissors, and a ruler. Nah, I can't. I'll think of a good story. That one specifically is just kind of meh. I don't want everything on the fucking internet. The first ever girl I dated had autism and I didn't know. So that's kind of hilarious. I found out from everybody else. I think it was like a prank, kind of. First psychedelic experience. Yeah, I did shrooms and had a bad trip. But no, I was, dude, my first girlfriend ever in fucking, well, maybe it doesn't count because it was for like 2 months, 3 months. But it was this cheerleader at my school. Never talked to her. One day we hit it off. I was super hyped because I was a fucking fat nerd and she was kind of hot. And it was cool. She was cool. I'm like, damn, this girl's real quiet. And she's super smart too. She's got a lot of interesting hobbies. She hyper focuses on a lot of these hobbies. Wow, she's really cool. And then ended up not working out, broke up with her, and then my friends were like, yeah, dude, it's crazy you dated an autistic girl. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, dude, she's... And then I zoomed out and I was like, oh. Yup. It was like Love on the Spectrum style shit. But it didn't click in my head. But she was sweet. It was a good time. No, there was no bad blood. Just a lot of crossword puzzles and chocolate milk. Yeah, what's some other dumb shit? Oh, dude. I don't think I've ever said this to anyone. And then this is the last thing I'm going to say. This is funny. When I was in like 6th grade or 7th grade, I had a whole different group of friends. And one of the dudes in my friend group, his name was Matt. And he was a bad kid, but he was really cool and smart. He was like one of those bad kids that got straight A's. Like kind of like Stewie from Family Guy. Like he could easily do some, like probably rob a bank if he wanted to. I don't know. Maybe he shot up a school. I don't know. But he was my friend for a bit, and we were into like Dragon Ball Z and like fucking But Ugly Martians and all these stupid fucking shows. And at the time, I was really into ninja stars and also katanas. I went to Chinatown when I was like 12, and one of the dudes sold me a sword. So I was like, cool. I didn't know you could buy swords like that. So I had all these Asian weapons at my house. And I was talking to Matt at school, 6th grade. We had like a tight-knit group of fucking dudes that were all nerds. But we also liked to hustle. I used to go to the dollar store and buy a 6-pack of Coke for $1 because they didn't sell Coke at my school. And then I would put that shit in my locker, slang them for $1 each, make like $30 a day. It was decent work. But yeah, so one day Matt comes to school with a gun, an airsoft gun, but it looked real. And at this point, I didn't know guns cause violence. I know guns from Call of Duty and all these things. So I'm like, cool, it's a toy. He brought a toy to school. So this dude, Matt, brings a super realistic gas-powered airsoft gun to school. First I've ever seen. And I was like, what the fuck? How'd you get that? He's like, my dad bought it for me. I'm like, cool. And then I was like, yeah, I have some weapons too. I have, ever heard of shurikens? Ever heard of ninja stars? Yeah. And he's like, no, you don't. I was like, yeah, I'll bring it to school tomorrow. So the next day, guess what I brought to school? Weapons. I brought like 6 ninja stars to school. And he brought another gun, another airsoft gun to school. Yeah, talk about autism. Yeah, for sure. Let's just say I was definitely in the GATE program, but not the Illuminati version. I found out, I guess there's an Illuminati version of GATE. Lindsay was telling me, didn't know that. So yeah, he brings his gun to school. I brought my shurikens to school. We ended up fucking trading weapons in the school. Like, oh man, just got out of social studies. Let me see that gun. And I'm literally sitting, eating lunch, looking at a gun like this. And then I take out the shurikens and we traded. And then I went home with a gun. So another thing I could have been arrested for Watch the fucking feds just break in, swat my ass right now. Yeah, the gate thing was, I didn't know about it. They're like, did you drink anything pink? I'm like, dude, we just did math and like watched fucking cool fucking Disney movies. So yeah, I've been with the shits, cuh. I've been with the Ninja Stars, cuh. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I did an arms deal at lunch in the quad. What's up? It's not a big deal. I don't know what raid means. Whoever's asking me to raid them, I don't know what that means. How did your father feel about the gun? I don't think they ever found out. I think I kept it under wraps. But no, you know what happened? I actually got into airsoft. I never shot them, but I just liked how it felt. I got a P90 with springs. So yeah. Oh, what's up? Bay is in here. What's up, Bay? I was just telling everybody about how I brought weapons to school in middle school and traded Ninja Stars for guns. I wish it was a cool Illuminati thing. Everyone's like, yeah, we did all this crazy stuff and like MK Ultra. I'm like, dude, we just literally colored fucking pictures and drank Capri Suns. Have I tried the new, you mean Omnisphere? It's, oh. Nah, I mean, hey, I would raid if I did raid, but I don't know how to raid, and I feel like if I raid once, I have to raid multiple times, and I don't have the bandwidth. See, you guys see why I like Lindsay? It's Phantom. That's my IRL Bay. See? There was a government version, but it was hidden inside the normal one that was just for the smart kids. See? She's smart. She's been helping me with Chiliad. She can confirm. She knows. We did it the other day. We attempted it. I'm definitely not. This is my spare time. But I've been fucking grinding, big dog. Doing shows, writing music. Blah. Not complaining at all. Blessed. But I just don't want to. I'm going to come on here, talk shit for 2 hours, hang with the bros, and then go home and finish music. Finish music. How long have I been taken? I don't know. It's been, what, like 3 years now? 3 years with Bay. Oh, dude. Nah. So many stories that they involve other friends of mine, and I don't want to blow their shit up. But there was a house in Santa Cruz that me and the homies always used to go to, and one of the dudes who lived there sold Molly, and he just had a bag of it this big. And so anytime we would go over there, we just fucking roll face on fucking tap, dude, whenever we wanted. Did you end up spending Thanksgiving in Dallas? What the hell was that? What do you mean? No, I ended up going to LA and hanging out with Sneak and my friends out there for Thanksgiving. Wouldn't it be weird if you had a twin that you didn't know about? I was just thinking about that earlier. Anyway. All right, I'm going to read some of these Patreon questions. And if you don't know, you go to my Patreon. You don't have to pay, but in the Discord or somewhere, there's a Google form you can fill out and ask me whatever you want. This is in place of the super chats because they weren't as consistent. First question from Astral Renegade. How did you choose the voice for Tara Reid? Did you experiment and listen, or more went with your gut feeling? Sorry if this has been asked before. That's a good question. I don't know. Honestly, I just rapped. It was probably a culmination of what I listened to growing up and the shit I was saying. I think the first kind of stuff I was writing was like Slim Shady meets like Mobb Deep meets like Mac Dre. But then for the voice, I literally just rapped. Hey, y'all, what's that? And then boom, you got the voice. I've had people tell me I've stolen voices before. I have European fans, not fans, European people that have been like, you stole, who is it? Funk Dubious voice. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. It's coming from my mouth. It's my voice. What would 3 of your cheat codes, this isn't in the Patreon, but I just saw this question. What would 3 of your cheat codes be if life was a video game? Exploding punches. Flying. And ragdoll physics. That'd be good. Good cheats. Next question from Anonymous. Where did the talking about boofing this Molly sample on inhalant abuse come from? Oh, talking about boofing this Molly. No. It's Smoke Perp, and he says smoking on boof. What does he say? Smoke Perp. Smoking on boof. Yeah. No, it's from Audi Smoke Perp. He says smoking on boof, and it's Maui. Thinking about booting this Molly. Or boofing this Molly. If you don't know, boofing means shoving in your ass. So I definitely was not saying I'm shoving Molly in my ass. Never done that. Yeah, smoking on boof, and it's Maui. Kind of redundant, but what are you going to do? Maui Wowie's good. Boof is usually not good, right? If something's boof, get it out of here. I don't want the boof. Tell me you got a story about boofing. I actually don't. I actually don't have a story. Brighton from Patreon says, do you have any hobbies that don't involve music? I like to graphic design. I don't do it a lot. I like to mock. I really like to organize things in general and virtually, like Google Docs, Ableton projects, yada yada. Big fan of color coordination. Doesn't really translate to real life though, because my room's a mess. But I like, my biggest hobby is probably like puzzles and escape rooms and shit. Me and Lindsay do escape rooms anytime we're in a city. Speaking of that, babe, I know you're watching. I need you to look up escape rooms in Austin that we haven't done. Oh, the Jada socks, dude. Okay, yeah, this is hilarious. So if you look in the chat, Lindsay says Jada and then a sock. This is a real thing that happened. So in Krylon with Eliozi, let me just read you the lyrics real quick. The right lyrics. Okay. So I always talk about how much I fucking hate these lyric websites because they're not always accurate. And it's really hard. Like, I can't make a Genius account and like submit my own lyrics. I do it during distribution and sometimes it makes it through. Sometimes. So it's up to the fans to decipher and figure out the lyrics and post them, which is so fucking retarded. Not calling the fans retarded, but like I'm guilty of it too, where I'll hear them say something, but that's not really what they say, but I'll sing it like that. And dude, I posted Krylon with no lyrics, and I went on Genius. It's fixed now, but seeing what people thought the lyrics were was insane. Like, okay, there's a line where I say, in love with the money bags, motherfuckers spitting out shit like my white ass, rolling fast down your block in a ski mask, looking for a Jada sock. Where the weed at, punk bitch? I seen that. So I'm saying I'm looking for a jaw to sock. Back in the day, I'm not even joking you, a fan put Jada socks, Jada. Hold on a sec. I'll spell it out for you so you can see what we're working with. Okay. Where the fuck is it? What the fuck? Okay, I guess it's not fucking working. Oops. Oh, there it is. It's popping up. So, the fans thought I was making up a sock brand or something. And they thought I said, looking for my Jada socks. Jada is not a sock brand. It's not even close. It's fixed now. Now it is what it's supposed to be, which is Ja to sock. I just thought that was funny. The freedom the internet gives you is crazy. What were we talking about? Okay, another question on Patreon. Any serious advice for younger producers who want to make dubstep like you used to? Like Head Splitter and Big Mouth and stuff. Damn, that's kind of backhanded, low-key. Make dubstep like you used to. Nah, I get what you mean. I mean, I made all of that stuff out of nowhere. Nowadays, I still even look back, I'm like, what the fuck? How did I fucking come up with this shit? And I think the answer is just in your headspace. Whatever, it sounds fucking super cliche, but like I said earlier, you got to be fully obsessed. And if you're working on some shit, you get into the flow state where it just comes out of you. Pause. So I would just say, don't think about the product. Think about like the process of making it, because that's more important than the actual product. Because anytime I did like Big Mouth or Head Splitter was literally like a bastard child song. I made it with stems from an old song with plugins that don't even exist anymore. And I just made it because everybody was doing trap. So I'm like, okay, I'll play this out at my next show. And that shit blew the fuck up. Same with Uppercuts, dude. I was just trying to make like Uppercuts, you got to understand, was the first Tara Reid song. And there wasn't even like I want to have a rap career. It was just like, yo, I made a rap song. I want to put it out. What's a cool name? Tara Reid. Awesome. Uppercuts. So it's like the best ones, and any musician can back me up on this. Your best work is always the ones that you don't expect to blow up. Personally, I thought Nod Your Head was going to go fucking crazy. And I mean, it did do super well. But the fact that, I forgot which song it was. There was another song on the album on Manifesto that did better. And that blew me away because I didn't even think that song, I mean, I knew it was good, but I didn't think it was going to top that one. But like, it just goes to show, if you put something out and it doesn't do super well, but you put out something else that you don't think is good or as good, the fans beg to differ, bruh. Respond to our request for a riff raff song. What about it? That'll be cool. I haven't seen him in forever. I think Rick Rubin has a quote. I think it's him. But like the audience comes last. You know what I'm saying? To make a good song, the audience comes last. Just anything in general too, whether it's videos. You know, like good example is Lindsay's videos. She makes fucking awesome, fully original content, full length, short form, mid length, whatever the fuck. And it's all original because it's how she wants to make it. And so she's developing her style. And it's like, sounds kind of mean, I guess, if you're saying the audience comes last. But if you're making a song, make it as cool as you think it can be and then put it out. Because if you're catering to the audience, it's not going to be good. Why does everyone keep saying riff raff? I would love to work with Big Dog. Yeah, Tame Impala's fucking beast. Beast. If animals could talk, which one do you think would be the rudest? That's a good ass question. I would say cats, but cats give me rich guy energy where they're just like, oh, please. But I don't think it's rude. Ducks would probably be little bitches. As cute as they are, dude. It needs to be some sort of mammal that is like super adorable, but just like a fucking piece of shit. Like raccoons are probably cool. Raccoons are probably pretty chill. Yeah, it is clearly geese. You're right, Jenna. Geese or swans. They swans, when you see a swan, it looks like they're talking shit. They're like pussy. You know what I'm saying? They fucking float around in the fucking water. Like, congrats, dog. You're buoyant. I could literally shoot you with a gun. Congrats. Okay. Let's do a couple more of these questions. I do have to piss again, but I am going to hold it as long as I can. From BXM Beats on Patreon. Is there a chance we ever see another Nick Coletti rap verse on a track? His Hood Rich verse was so nuts. Same question for Andy Milanakis. I mean, the first one, fuck yeah, I would love to work with Nick again. He originally rapped on Krylon. Or no, it was Buried Alive. But he didn't like his verse. Honestly, I didn't like it either. Love the guy. Love him to death. He's honestly a great rapper. If you listen to... Nick has a song called You Can't Hold Back the Dynamite by Young Turd. Seriously amazing song. But yeah, I didn't like his verse on it. He didn't like it, and we ended up trashing it. So, but I would love to do another one with him. Andy Milanakis was the most random situation in the world, and I don't think it will ever happen again. I would love to. A buddy of mine was friends with him, and it was funny. It was my boy Dustin, and I was writing raps for him because he wanted to be a rapper, so I was helping him. And we're working on stuff for a couple days. It was around the same time as I did UU with Puya. And one day he calls me because we had a studio session, and he's like, yo, is it weird if I bring a friend? I was like, who is it? And he's like, do you know Andy Milanakis? And I was like, you mean the dude that's like 40, but he looks like he's 12? For sure. Bring him over. And he came over to my house. Never met him. Completely by himself. Just, it was me, him, and Dustin. And he slid. He had moonshine with him. And we got fucked up, dude. Like real moonshine. We got fucked up. And then made a song called Moonshine. If you don't know it, look it up. It's called Getter, and it's called Getter Moonshine featuring Andy Milanakis. Yeah, I love Duck Boy, bro. They're so good. Or he's so good. It's Ruby's band. Streamer diaper. Is that a real thing? I have heard people piss in bottles. I could probably pee in a bottle in here, but it's weird. Collab with ISO? Yes. I was honestly texting him a couple weeks ago. We're going to get some shit going. So yeah, fuck swans is what I'm saying. Next question from Anonymous. What did you learn to do first, DJing and mixing or producing, and how did you balance both when you got good at them? It's actually a good question because my trainer is actually learning how to DJ right now, and he was asking me this too. I started producing first, and I only got into DJing because I figured out that is like where you go to do shows if you're a producer. And I've told this story a million times, but Oliver Tree was really good at DJing, wanted to get into production. I was really good at production, wanted to get into DJing. So when we became friends, we kind of just like taught each other. And yeah. But I think, I mean, depending on when you start, like I said earlier 5 times, you got to be obsessed with it. But they're two completely different things too. Like DJing, people got mad at me for saying this in a fucking interview, but DJing is fucking easy as shit. It's easy as fuck. It's like you're a disc jockey. Okay, am I really getting hacked again? One sec. There's no way. Yeah, someone's trying to hack me again. It's got to be someone watching this. You're not getting the code, big guy. Sorry. Yeah, they're two completely different things. DJing is super fucking easy. There's a couple things you got to learn, and then from there, it's literally just personal preference. And the biggest, most important part of DJing, in my opinion, is the vibe you're setting and the track selection. Because everybody likes the new stuff and the really good stuff that everybody knows. But if there's a nostalgic song from back in the day that you have a spot for in your set, play it. I can't tell you how many times I've played Blink-182, Panic at the Disco, fucking My Chem. Like, I played Smash Mouth for a little while because you want people to remember the show. This isn't just like I'll never do a 60-minute or 90-minute set of just straight the same genre. I'll tell you the turning point for me when I was DJing early on, before I knew anybody, before I was playing, I was playing a couple shows, but I went to Coachella, maybe like 2012, just as a member of the crowd. No passes, paid for my tickets, went to the fucking shit. I went to whatever the electronic tent was, and I saw Kill the Noise. And up until this point, I was just going to local gigs, playing fucking, 60 minutes of dubstep, 60 minutes of house, whatever the fuck. And I saw Kill the Noise, and he had the most incredible set I had ever seen. Still to this day, it holds up. He did like 10 minutes of one style, switch over for 5 minutes for another, and then back to the style he was just in. And so like it was so quick, but it felt like it was so long because he kept you encapsulated the whole fucking time. And every time I see him, I'm like, bro, you literally changed how I look at DJing, because it's not like it's a place to debut some new tracks if you're working on them, but it's also like your responsibility you're essentially running the party. So you want the songs that will run the party, even if you don't like them. I play fucking, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. I don't like that song. I don't listen to that song, but everybody likes it. Everybody knows it. It's like two completely different sides. So you can learn them both at the same time. DJing, I think, takes less practice and it's a lot quicker to learn. But if you want to play shows and you're a producer, definitely get into it. Another question, cause why nut from Patreon says, what's that one mistake you made that gave you such superpowers? Love you, Big G. Thanks, bruh. One big mistake I made. I don't know about superpowers, but I will say touring with Datsik for my first tour ever, well, there's a lot of lessons in there. A lot of shit. Like, I don't ever want to be this. I don't ever want to act like this. I don't ever want to make somebody feel like this or blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, I guess it wasn't a mistake. I mean, I did 30 dates for $800, which financially is a giant mistake, but I had to take it at the time. I don't know. Not a lot of mistakes that fucked me over. I think just having ADD, embracing it, not using it as a cover up, You were one of the reasons why I started making music and set me on the most fulfilling journey I've ever been on. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have met my best friends. Thank you, bro. That's good shit. Neurogum? Oh no, these are just fucking Zins on. Still waiting on that sponsorship. Yeah, I think touring with Datsick really kind of solidified who I wanted to be. Because I looked up to him a lot. And then touring with him and seeing how he treats his people and how just messy he was. I was just like, wow, I need to redo my whole list of heroes, you know? But yeah. Did you ever do one of those park and raves? What is that? That sounds fun. I did a lot of illegal shows. Dude, Voltage 4. I was just listening to it on my way here. Is you a millionaire? I mean, I'd hope so. Yeah, I got money. I just don't like to flaunt it. I think I had a lot more money and I spent it all on dumb shit. Do not regret that either. Had a great time with my money. But now I'm stacking, saving, planning for a future. What's your favorite set you ever played? Lollapalooza. Look up Getter Lollapalooza. That was the best fucking show I've ever done. I brought out Oliver Tree before he was huge. I got to play out Suicide Boys stuff before it came out. I fucking rapped his Tara Reid at the end. Amazing. That, or I did Visceral at a festival in New Orleans. I forgot which one it was. What festival it was. Buku. That was a lot of fun. I wish Space Lasage would drop a whole album, not a mixtape. I kind of feel the same way, but I also think it's dope that he just has this. He has this aura where he can release a 32 song mix, all original, and everybody fucks with it and is excited for it. That's so rare. That's so fucking rare. And hey, if you ask me, not being a dick, not being a chode, just being observant, I think he started that shit. And I think anybody after that, including myself and including Skrillex, not speaking for him, I'm not saying he copied Space Laces, but like Voltage is like monumental. And I really think that show that he just did in Denver that I opened, the Voltage 4 show, was like a career defining moment for Space Laces. And I'm not just saying that. He is one of my best friends and I look up to him. But like to know him all these years and then to finally see him get the recognition that I have so wanted him to fucking receive for so long. And I was in the crowd and I was watching that shit, and that would like just knowing that everybody else in the room is finally on the same page as me. I'm like, fuck yes, bro. He fucking did it. So I'm really hoping the next year for him is exponentially better than the last. Even the last was good, but I hope it's 10 times better. You should do a stream with Danny. That would be cool. That would be super cool. I need to get out to his crib and work on some shit. Moody Good with... Oh, yeah. You're right. Well, I think the recognition of Voltage and having it be all originals that never actually come out, it's kind of cool. It's like a short story, or like, like it's like scoring a movie or like a game. Like the songs are never going to come out, but when you play that game, you're going to hear the song. Yeah, man, he's deserved it for a long time, more than anybody else in the industry, including myself. He is so fucking talented. And like I'm going to glaze the homies for a second. In my head, it's like Space Laces, Skrillex, and Zomboy have defined heavy bass music since I started getting into it. Because at first it was like Datsick and all these guys who ended up getting canceled and whatever. But I feel like Skrillex put out Scary Monsters. This is Getter's history of dubstep. I was on Fabric Live, Casper Rusko shit back in the day, Banga Koki, fucking Scream, all these shits, and it was so cool. And then Scary Monsters came out, and it was like, oh, this is American dubstep now. Here we fucking go. And then from there, Zomboy came out and took it to the next level. And still the mix king. I mean, Space Laces and Zomboy are neck and neck with mixes in my opinion. But anytime any one of them releases anything, the game changes, which is the fucking... You're essentially the owner of a dojo at that point. They're the senseis, you know what I'm saying? I finally got to talk to Zomboy the other day at that festival. He's doing fucking great. But like, there's a reason why people... If you remember, there was like an era of like, sounds like Terror Squad. There's a reason why everybody wanted to sound like Zomboy. There's a reason why everybody wanted to, like, I'm going to say it off rip. Barely Alive are some very close friends of mine. I finally got to link up with them too, after all this time. But like, we wouldn't have people like Barely Alive if it wasn't for people like Skrillex or Zomboy. Because Barely Alive early on were like, how close can we get to these synths? And they got them and they made them better. You know what I'm saying? I still think Ruska was the reason for dub in the U.S. Absolutely, bro. I was glazing his ass, pause, big old pause, but I was glazing his ass at EDC. This year I ran into him. And I was like, you remember that one time? Yeah, okay, cool. But yeah, man. Woo Boost, revolutionary. It was like, okay, Woo Boost, and then the Cinema remix, and then Like a Bitch. Also, Eptic is up there too. If you don't know Eptic's old stuff, listen to Danger and listen to Like a Boss. Amazing. Yeah. So the point of this is to say that Ian, I really hope Ian becomes the number one spot to everybody else. It's the best of the best. The best of the best. Shit, I got to take a quick pisseroo one more time. Then I'm going to finish up these questions. Hello. So, we got a couple super chats. My bad. Forgot about them. Sensate. Oh damn, my bad. That was like 30 minutes ago. Would you possibly be down to peep my tune I sent you on Patreon? Not right this second because I was about to wrap it up here and finish these questions. But hey Caitlin, if you're watching, take down his... Caitlin runs shit. She's the boss bitch. But take down his name and just for the next stream. So I'll crack it up on the next one, big guy. Get lit, Skoden. That's what's up, bro. Nice name. And thanks for the $20. You're the man. This one's for you, Skoden. Skedem and Yoden. Can we get the bowl of frick vids? Yes. All my old videos are going to be, every week they're on Patreon. They're being uploaded, including the tour vlogs. There's like 3 that I absolutely can't post because I was told not to by people that are in them. They are a different person now and they're not comfortable with it. So of course I'm going to oblige, but all the other ones. And I said it last week, but I am doing more vlogs. I'm finishing a handful of them before I start getting them out of here. And I'm hoping what will happen is, oh yeah, sorry, ADD. Eyes on Fire, ZZ remix. Fucking GOAT activity, bro. One of the best songs. Fucking, yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to post them on YouTube, and then the unedited ones will be on Patreon. So, and if you want those videos, all the old ones and the unedited ones, fucking, one sec. Fucking mic arm. I think it's $6 and you get access to all my videos and shit. I'm doing that in place of YouTube monetization because I'm not allowed to monetize those videos on YouTube because they're a little too inappropriate. So, what do you think about New Stranger Things? Last time I watched it was season 3, so I got to watch 4, but I do want to because it's sick. Jakey, okay, back to Patreon. Jakey asked, why does Virtual Riot produce everything for Skrillex nowadays? He definitely doesn't. He definitely does not. I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but I know both of them pretty well. I know Sonny super well. And I think the thing people, including myself, have forgotten about music is there's ghostwriting work where you write music for somebody else, you sign an NDA, and nobody knows. But there's also just like writer's credits. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, if I'm in the studio with Sonny, Skrillex, if I'm in the studio with Skrildo, and he's working on a song, right? And I'm chilling on my laptop doing my thing, yeah. And I have an idea for something for his song. Does that mean I wrote it? Or does that mean I'm working to make his song better? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wrote those songs with Suicide Boys. I didn't write their songs. I helped write the songs. They did all the lyrics and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Virtual Riot probably writes with him. They probably have hella writing sessions because why wouldn't you? Virtual Riot is a fucking legend. And if, I mean, shit, bro, if I get to that level where I'm making that much crazy money with a crazy studio and a bunch of crazy writers at my disposal, I would definitely have some people write some shit for me, because it's not about like, I guarantee you, it's not like, hey, Skrillex, here's a dope bass line for you to use. I think it's more of like a sound design sort of thing, or like a fills, or like oh, you mix it that way, I mix it this way, maybe this way is better. You know, it's like essentially two people, or if not more, working together with the same goal of making a song. And I think that's when I was a fucking douche back in the day and like called out Excision thinking I was onto some shit. I think that was the reality, but in my head it was something else because I wanted to blame something on somebody and be the fucking hero and stand up for my friends with law. But yeah, dude, if I have a song that I'm working on and I'm in the studio with somebody and they think they can make a version of it better or sound better, great example, Space Laces. We've never done it, but if we're working on a song together, or if I'm working on my song in his studio and he has an idea to make it better, of course I'm going to do that. But you know what else I'm going to do? Give him writer's credits. If I were to not do that, now that's fucked up. Thanks for the 5, big dog. Big dog. The big dog, Daniel Marrero, 7225. What about working with Skrillex in the future? Is there any chance of that? Absolutely. I still talk to him all the time. But it's, you know, he's a huge celebrity. He's super famous. Thank you, Steve Rod, for the 5. Big dog, best mod in the pod. But yeah, as soon as the chance arises, everybody's always all over the place all the time. I mean, off rip, there's a couple times I hit him up and he's like, yo, I'd love to, but I'm in Japan. Yo, I'd love to, but I'm in fucking Africa, wherever the fuck he's at. You know? But it's definitely gonna go down. I can't believe I made it this far in my career without a Skrillex collab. The only collab we have is leaked on YouTube. Isaac with $10, thanks, bro. Suh Dude, for making me laugh with my buddies on Vine to raging to your music. Thank you, Tanner. It's cool to see you connect with us. You're the man. I'm excited to see you at a show soon. Thanks, bro. Hey, I'm just a guy with a gun. I mean, I do have a gun, but bad joke. when you coming to Dallas Fort Worth, bro, I was just there. I just played there. I just played at Silo a couple of days ago. I am working with Infect right now. Damn, look at all these soups coming in, bro. Thanks, y'all. Get lit Scoden again, dude. Can you show us the bowl of frick when dude had to eat out Nick's neck? Oh shit, I might actually have that one on deck. Let me see. One sec. Loading. Okay, which one was it? Is it this one? Yeah, he had to eat Nick's back pussy. That's what we called it. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Oh, that's Wookie.
Hey guys, it's Nick Coletti here on What the Frick Radio. I'm in the tour bus in Philadelphia in the back lounge with my boy Spock and Getter. We're kicking it old school, bitches.
The boys want to eat it, but I'm trying to tell. I can't be trusted.
If you was suspicious, all that shit is fictitious.
God, I miss these guys.
What the Frick Radio on Dash every Monday at 5.
I didn't want
Oh yeah,
Santa.
dude, we had a fucking radio show. I forgot about that.
Nick, where are you?
Oh, I love reminiscing,
I don't have
bro.
any right now.
It's not embarrassing for us. It's embarrassing for you.
I don't give a fuck.
We've hit
And
conflict in the What the Frick.
There's no conflict. I don't give a fuck.
Suh, dude. Daniel, how you feeling about
Oh my god, look up. Daniel looks like a baby, bro.
Class AIDS, but he's gonna get better. We're gonna make him better.
With our wieners. Wait, did you know the story about the Declaration of Independence? They were all like fucking drinking and shit. They had to like pull them out of the bar. All those dudes did was like get hammered all day. They were like, dude, we gotta sign this thing. Let's go. Dude,
paper.
Isn't that a thing today? Yeah, dude. We should go sign that shit. Yo, Hancock, another round before we head out.
Washington's getting the old topper.
The old suckaroo.
Do you think Steve Jobs?
He's still alive. Skadoosh. Digital Dash. New dab.
Go smaller, dude.
Invented the new dab. Damn.
Anytime you're feeling it, you just like.
You have to say what's up, dude, when you do it.
Nick's really good
What's
at
up,
it.
dude?
Yo, Nick, 6 shoes.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Got a Suh Dude fan.
What's up, dude? Trent Rez.
This is when it all started. Wow,
Welcome to the
Steven.
new
Shout out Steven, bro. I was just with him.
Vlog. It's called the
Steven, I just want to say, he hasn't aged a day, bro. If anybody's in the Illuminati, it's Steven.
Nut Shot.
Just fast and forward all the bullshit so we can get to the back pussy. Yeah, fuck it.
You just got nut shotted.
Daniel likes pastries.
I'm gonna stick my dick inside of one of these.
Yeah, we're
You're
going to get
so ignorant,
another
bro.
cheese. We're trying a different cheesesteak place.
Nick is drunk in public right now.
I got broads in Atlanta. Stop using my own jokes.
I've got broads in Atlanta.
Those dudes would run train on you. $2 snatch, Skid Row. You can get the dome for 50 cents, my man. 2 quarters. Just one tooth scraping your dick, dude.
It's 75 an hour, and the hose actually charge 50 an hour.
You guys want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Nah, we're good, thank you.
Yeah, if you guys think it's funny, hit that like button. To it.
Hey! Bold Frick time!
Single file line.
God, I was so fucking annoying, bro.
Safe.
Fuck! Today is a good day.
$2 snatch.
Whipped on stage.
On the ass or?
Clint lost the first one, and we get to whip him on stage with a belt. Fuck yeah, lick my sack.
Woo! Big dick crew.
Yeah. That's not it either.
Oh.
Yes! Boogie got it again, dude.
Eat Nick's back pussy.
Back pussy. He's got to eat that out for 10 seconds. Yo, this is going to be a good one. He gets to eat out Nick. Nicoletti, how do you feel about getting eaten out by Wookie? Let's see that back pussy one more time. Ooh, that's nice.
He was jacked.
All right, Wookie, you ready to eat this shit out?
He's got so much back hair.
All you have to do is just act like this is a pussy. Go. 10, 9. Hey, get in there, you're talking there. Come on, get it. Lick it. Lick it.
Willie's another guy who just doesn't fucking age.
So we came outside.
Don't worry, it was all consensual.
Back vagina
It
release.
was all good and good fun.
Fuck at her! Fuck at her!
Fuck at her.
Ready to get whipped on stage?
That was Clint's fucking dad.
I'm low-key upset that I didn't get to eat his back pussy out.
So today, for the bowl of frick, my man Clint here. Yeah, the task was I have to whip him bare ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, good times, man. Shout out J-Bills. J-Bills is actually shooting for Panic at the Disco now, which is wild. It was the What the Frick tour. Dude, some of these vlogs are so fucking funny. I've got broads in Atlanta. This might have answered my page question. Yeah, the vlogs were good. They're all on my Patreon. There is a paywall, and I'm sorry, but YouTube won't let me host them. Okay, more questions. We're already over 2 hours, so we're just gonna fucking run through these, okay? San Diego vlog's great. From Alex Jandrick from Brisbane, Australia, cunt. You fucking sick cunt. What is your best memory of joining Owsla? And do you plan to collab with Skrillex on upcoming music? Yes. I mean, we just talked about that, yeah. I think working with Owsla, it was just... I always describe Owsla as like an introduction to a major label. They do everything for you on a small scale, so they're not going to put you in a fucking cash hole. Like, you're not going to owe them a bunch of money. But they just knew exactly what to do with the artist. Like, where to put them, which artists visually to work with, what shows to put you on. They knew, they were very self-aware that Skrillex is a fucking star. So they're like, hey, let's get you and Skrillex hanging out, doing some shows together, doing, you know, I remember they got me on fucking MTV, which was crazy. That was awesome. I think just overall, just the feeling of being a part of something like Owsla, knowing the direction it's going, because it's usually you're blind and you're like, okay, I guess we're gonna see what happens. And yeah, the Owsla jacket was really cool too. But yeah, just their whole team was so fucking friendly. There was never arguments, negativity, or anything, which is rare because a lot of the times I fucking hate everybody. I'm very honest with when it comes to work and business. I tend to be a dick if I care about it enough. But there was no room to be a dick because it was close to perfect. It was the closest thing to perfect in terms of labels go, or teams. They would have cool clothes. I still talk to a lot of those guys. Dare enter. Hey bros, if I notice your shows in Michigan don't have backstage/VIP tickets, are you just not meeting fans any fans at the moment? It usually, I'm trying to think of a way to not sound like a dick. because while I appreciate all my fans, I'm a lot less social nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, I'm not saying this is like, when I get booked for a show, it's not like, do you want to do a meet and greet? And then it's like, I say no. Like, that never happens. It's usually, if it's like hard ticket show, like for REID, there's an opportunity to do VIP tickets. That's one thing. But usually if it's just a one-off show on a weekend, DJ set, or I'm opening for someone, or, you know, some shit like that, it's not even really usually an option. But if this was like technically this is a tour run, because I'm calling it that, but it's not packaged as a tour. Usually meet and greets would come with like, okay, let's say I do a Getter tour next year on a tour bus, 30 dates, with like openers coming into every show. There could be a VIP option, so that way it's like set up beforehand. There's a meet and greet. We all get to chill, blah, blah, blah. But besides that, I'm just not as social as I was before. So a lot of the times I'll get to the city that I'm playing in at like 4 or 5 p.m. and then just chill in my hotel room and work on stuff, maybe grab a bite before the show, because then I'm usually out immediately after. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, and again, I'm not complaining. Like, this is my job. I love it. But sometimes I'm not always mentally prepared to socialize because I'm getting old. From Dare Enter, hey, Top G. Ooh, guess I walked right into that one. Is Shred Collective going to sign or invite any new artists, or is that not happening anymore? Yeah, no, we dissolved Shred. Just because I've had a problem with biting off more than I can chew a lot of times. And that was one of the times where it was a great idea. It was an awesome idea, a lot of drive, but then I lost it. It's very hard to balance things that I don't 100% care about. And it's not that I didn't care about Shred, but I got 2 music projects and I was doing comedy at the time, and Shred was pumping out merch and, like, you know, signed some artists, but it was like more of the idea of Shred was more just like a hub for the homies to release music whenever they wanted. Then it got a lot more complicated, not like politically with homies, but just like in general. It was like, think about it like this. We were all just homies. No one was a professional. You know what I'm saying? You can only get so far. And I don't think everybody cared as much as they should have to make it some huge Ausla type thing. It was like, I wanted to fucking make some cool clothes with my homies. I just wanted to make sure all my homies' bills got paid. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of just, I don't know. It got to a point where some people who were working at Shred were just like, hey man, like, what's the deal with this? Because I have other stuff I want to do and I don't want to keep doing this. And it was like, for sure, that's understandable. So then we stopped signing people. And then eventually the clothing started to go in the red, just meaning that we didn't have a team or like enough people, and there was no real desire to bring anybody new on because everybody was over it anyway. So it kind of just fizzled out. And then, yeah, I mean, it got pretty far. We got in Zoomies, you know, but I don't know. I'm definitely trying it again. Hopefully end of next year. I have a lot of plans, but I'm doing them in an adult way now, where I'm thinking it out, not hiring friends. I'm hiring professionals. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Craig on page. Would you rather have a needle underneath your fingernail or step on a rusty nail all the way through your foot? Dude, needle through the nail. What? Tetanus? No thanks. Oh, that would hurt really bad though. Okay, another question from I Love My Girlfriend Toes on Patreon. That's the username. I love my girlfriend's toes. Are you planning on dropping new Getter merch in 2026? Much love from Chicago. Yes. It's all coming along. I talked about it a little earlier, but just hired a creative director who's going to be doing all of that stuff. He's a professional. We missed the boat on doing it before the holidays, but it is coming ASAP, and there's going to be a lot. Okay, got to do a couple more of these. Jimbo Slice. Do you ever catch yourself overproducing songs and sounds? If so, how do you get a handle on it? Absolutely, all the time. I don't know if I get a handle on it. I think I would. It usually comes from mixing. I always paid way too much attention to the mixing, and then I go with the first version. Literally every time. But it's just like, it's the amount you care. Like, I care so much about music. And so if there's a way to make it better, I will try. But it could go over the edge. There's been plenty of times, too, where I'll make a song that ends up sounding way worse than it did in the first place. Uproot on Patreon. Will you be reviewing people's songs on stream soon? Yes, that's in the. I said a couple weeks ago. I put together a roadmap, which is basically my plans for the next year for Tara Reid, for Getter, and for Patreon, and that's on there. I went into Patreon carefully with a lot of plans of stuff I wanted to do, and I'm actually glad I haven't done everything yet because, as it is, it's a lot of work. Not complaining. I'm voluntarily doing it, but yeah, I want to get more people on the team to kind of do this thing for me, meaning like a producer who can, like a producer on a podcast, right? They get the gear set up, they have everything organized, so somebody like Tim Dillon can come in and sit down for his podcast, and he just has some papers with everything on it, and then he does it, easy, boom, goes to an editor. So I'm missing the producer and the editor part. And once I get to a point where I have some time to put all of this together, I'm going to sit down with my folks and figure out a system, because I don't want it to be like one of those things that you can cheese and like find a loophole in the system to submit tracks. So then I'm getting 20 of the same tracks every fucking day. It's going to be fair, and it's going to be cool, and it's going to be, specific to the Patreon. And I think I'll probably start doing it once I start running out of, because I only have so many skits. Once I run out of those is probably when I'll start doing it. So definitely early next year is the estimate. But I mean, for now the Discord is growing. Everything's still working. Yeah. Do a couple more of these, and then let's move on to the. These are people asking me for advice, not so much questions. And I'm probably gonna, around the same time, I'll probably package these questions and streaming with that too. So I might start moving the streams over to Patreon, just because, and it's free. You don't have to pay to see the fucking streams. Like, you can have a free account and watch. But just to kind of keep it organized. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know what I'm doing. We're just fucking vibing. Okay, we're gonna do these pieces of advice. These are people on Patreon asking me what to do in situation. This dude's name is Pure. He says, my dream and focus in life is making music. I make mainly hip hop, but I live in a small town in Australia, and it feels like I'm getting nowhere and just wasting away with all my potential. No one replies to me or takes me serious because I don't have 100,000 followers / listeners. Do you have any advice for me on how to take it to the next level? Whatever that may be. Big fan of your music and real bros. Thanks, bro. I think you just have to make an undeniable product. And I think if you always hold your work, music or whatever close, being like, I made this shit, this is mine, I'm so proud of it, but like, never ever think it's the best ever. Be experimental. There's always room for improvement no matter what. There can't be anything that's perfect. So get that out of your mind for sure. And I'd say every musician any musician who has started from nothing and gotten somewhere can totally agree with me when I say You kind of have to keep your head down for a little while. If you expect something to happen, it's not going to happen. I mean, it might, but it's not going to happen when you think it does, which leads to disappointment. And I'm speaking from experience because I do that now. Like, I'll have an idea for something or like a plan, and then it doesn't follow through, and then I'm bummed the fuck out. So that's like something I'm still working on. But like, I mean, shit, man, I didn't start and then immediately pop off. It definitely took like, 3 to 5 years of like doing what some people would say I was doing it for nothing because I wasn't making money. But the thing you got to remember is if you're not getting money from it, that doesn't mean shit. You could be getting so many other things from it. I got life lessons. I got my ass kicked a couple times. I got friends. I'm still great friends with a lot of the people. A lot of the knowledge you get, a lot of the knowledge that you forget. It's all about the journey and the ride. The destination is chill, don't get me wrong. But like, I'm still on that ride. I'm not fucking settled. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I could technically, if I wanted to be a little bitch, I could be like, yeah, man, same. Like, no one's paying attention to me because my numbers are lower than they used to be. But like, it's about the journey. So if you can find a way to just kind of keep your head down and just know that you're doing what you love to do, and there's potential for it to go somewhere, I'd say that's your best bet. Because like, never in my life would I have thought, like when I was younger, like I'm going to make this song and then in 10 years, people are still going to fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing that will get you results is the work. So as long as you keep doing the work, I wouldn't worry about it. That's how you get results. Same thing as the fucking gym, bro. I have friends, and this is just because it's from my personal life. I have friends that go to the gym for 3 months and they're jacked as fuck immediately. And everyone's different, right? So I go to the gym. I've been going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, every week. Solid for 6 months. And then before that 6 months, you know, going as much as I can, blah, blah, blah. I'm even going when I'm fucking traveling, dude. And like, I'm not nowhere near where I want to be. So do I quit? I probably could, and I'll be totally fine. But it's like, I'm looking at the end goal. But the journey is what's taking forever. And that is like where I'm supposed to be learning all this stuff. Where I'm supposed to be disciplining myself, watching what I'm eating, knowing stuff, learning stuff. And it's like, yes, being jacked would be sick. Having the usher muscles, the cum gutters, that's every man's dream, to have cum gutters. That would be sick. But it's like the journey right now is what's important. So it's like, you just got to kind of enjoy the ride. Hope that helps. Do a couple more of these. Damn, Womp Vital Days, bro. Womp was crazy. God damn. It's wild what you've done throughout the years, Mr. Tanner. Thank you for all the sick experimental music and the laughs. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you. I'm just, honestly, bro, low-key, I'm a super real dude, bro. Definitely not a lizard or a reptilian, bro. Okay, Brighton from Patreon, he wants advice. How do you approach time management? My ADHD obviously makes it tougher than it should be, but I've seen a lot of musicians overcome it. I believe that I have the potential to get to the place I want it to be, but I feel like I'm always either not doing enough or doing too much and getting burned out. I'm so glad you're bringing this up. I battle with this every fucking day of my life. And you know who made me feel better about it recently? Dan Houser, the guy who created GTA and Rockstar. He did a podcast with Lex Friedman recently. And I'm very self-conscious about my ADD on the negative side of it, the time management. Like I'll have 10 projects that I need to finish and I won't touch them. Because something is making me not want to work on them. Something is making me not in the right headspace to finish these songs. And then I also have to do shows. And then I also have a whole nother music project. And then I also have to follow up with my friends and keep up with my friends, my family, and all this stuff. And it's a lot of pressure when there's no organization. But Dan Houser, one of the most successful, if not the most successful game developers, story writers, whatever, says that he goes through the same thing. And he's like, I will have so much work to do and have 3 months to do it, not do any of it until the last week. and we still get the best product. And he said he learned how to trust himself. And I think more important than time management is just trusting yourself with shit. Knowing what you can do, knowing what you can't do, knowing how much time you have, knowing that your ADD is a problem sometimes. But I mean, time blocking did help me for a little while. Where you kind of, I do it sometimes now. I'm trying to get back up to doing it. Where I'll have, I'll look at my calendar, get Google Calendar or whatever the fuck you use. And just try to, wherever there's room, carve out your free time. And make it a habit. And I'm saying this, I do struggle with it now, but about a year ago, I had a surgery that put me out for a while, and then I completely lost my way with time organization. But before that, I was fucking nailing it. And I would okay, Tuesdays, Thursdays, I'm working on music. Wednesdays, I'm doing this, like shit like that. And once it's organized and you do it for a little while, it becomes a routine, it becomes a habit, and then it's second nature. Like the gym or fucking eating food or brushing your teeth, unless you're from the UK. But yeah, I don't know. Like I have on my calendar, anytime I have free time, I'll just put 2 hours music. Doesn't matter when, just on that Wednesday you have off, at least 2 hours of music. That helps me. Do 2 more of these, then I'm going to get out of here. Damn, it's already 8:30. Oh, it's 60 degrees, by the way, in my studio. It's perfect. On Patreon, Anonymous says, how do you deal with people who are assholes, but you have to work with them? That's tough. One thing I've learned, though, is if somebody's legitimately an asshole, you gotta, you don't know what they've gone through. It could be a defense mechanism, or they could just be a fucking chode. But the only way to make that worse is to battle it and to be a dick back. And that's how the worst things happen. But for me, I've had a problem with myself, letting people walk all over me or say whatever they want to me, or yeah, I'll take a picture whenever, blah, blah, blah. Seeing myself as a rag doll to people. And it wasn't my actions that I changed to get me to see it differently. It was just how I viewed it. So instead of me being that guy that everybody walks all over, maybe I'm just the fucking nice guy. Maybe I like how people fuck with me. Maybe I like that my video made them laugh. Maybe I like that they liked my music. And maybe I'm just nice to them because they're being nice to me. That being said, if somebody's being a fucking dick to me, I'm definitely not going to be a dick to them. I'm going to act how I normally do, but then I'm not going to let it affect me. It might affect them, but they're probably just dealing with something, or they're just a chode, in which case just don't fucking work with them again. You never really have to work with anybody. Remember that. Especially if it's music or something. If it's a job and you're forced to, that's one thing. But if it's, dude, if I'm in the studio with someone who's being a fucking douche, chances are I'm just going to be hey man, sorry it didn't work out, and then peace. Been bumping your manifesto nonstop. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, bud. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, you're never going to win when you're fighting negativity. But also, make it a habit of standing up for yourself. That's one thing I wish I did early on, because I do it now. But again, I'm nice, so I'll allow some of it. But if someone's saying some shit to you and you do not respect this person, do not let them say it. I'm not saying square up, but let them know. Hey, I don't know who the fuck you're talking to. I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to. But I'm not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. Let's do a couple more. Yeah, just be nice. I think that's 2 words. Be nice. and I've said this before, but also I feel like the majority of humans are probably pretty decent. And I think you got to kind of give the populace more credit, because I don't think everybody's as defensive as people think, and I don't think everything that you say will offend a lot of people like you hear, but just be nice and fucking get top. Be nice and get top. That's a new shirt I'm putting out. Okay, this guy says, Dare Enter on Patreon. He says, hey, bro, I've been making music for like almost 10 years and seems like I'm getting nowhere at all. My main question is it better to blow up with your own crew, or should you go after your favorite artists and work with them? And I say that because most established artists have a complex or just don't like working with upcoming artists. I don't think it's that they don't like working with upcoming artists. I think it's that they just don't like working with someone they don't know, depending on the person. Like for me specifically, I've never paid attention to somebody's followers when I'm working with them, ever. I mean, the Tara Reid is a great example. You know, I've worked with just close friends of mine that, I mean, if you're looking at it from a numbers standpoint, they're nowhere near mine, but it's not what it's about. But I mean, I think you're looking at it like a job, which is fine. But it also is, music is art. And it's all about the, like I was saying earlier, the journey or just the vibe, whatever it brings you. And it's like, dude, if you've been doing it 10 years and you're not where you want to be, there's a couple things you can do. Because I'm right there with you. I've seen success, but I'm not anywhere where I want to be. I'm not anywhere close to where I want to be. But if it's not making you happy, something's got to change. So I'm not saying quit music. I'd say try some different fucking angles, dude. You know? Maybe work with somebody who isn't a part of your crew or isn't a favorite artist, you know? Someone who's super fucking experimental. But also don't lean on other people to achieve your goals. You know? I mean, I've always said, like, the longer it takes you to blow up, the more work you have, the more discography you have, the more you're going to fucking last. There's plenty of artists that will blow up overnight and don't have that much music. And guess what? They're gone in a couple years. Like for me, I look to my mentors or idols or whatever you want to call them, people I look up to, you know, rappers and shit. People I would love to work with. Action Bronson, Earl Sweatshirt, Alchemist, Cypress Hill, fucking Vince Staples, obviously Tyler the GOAT, Tyler the fucking Creator. So many of these people that I look up to, it took a long time to blow up. You know, maybe some of them blew up early on and then it took a little bit, but like, bro, Tyler the Creator is a great example. Artists like that who you grew up with, like musically. I don't know the guy, but I grew up with his music. And you can see the different hurdles they go through and you can hear it through the music. And you get to a point where now there's kids that are 13, 14 years old finding out about Tyler the Creator. And he's got albums worth of crazy shit that's all different styles and subject matter. You can literally watch him grow up through his music. Same with fucking Earl. You know what I'm saying? Like there's you're not doing it for nothing is what I'm trying to say. The 10 years that it's been taking you, that's just 10 years of history. And then some people are going to find your shit and be like, oh, damn. And then look at all your old shit and be like, oh, damn. You don't know how many people come up to me and they're like, dude, I had no idea you rapped. Or like, dude, I had no idea you produced for the Suicide Boys. Like, you know, like I had no idea you were on Alcela. Shit like that. It's like, it's whatever you define it as. But from those two options, is it better to blow up with your crew or to go after your favorite artists? I would say crew. Like Team Supreme type shit or Sesh. You know? Because like you can go for the more established artists, but like you said, if not everybody wants to work, it's going to be pretty probably disappointing if it doesn't go exactly how you want it. Just less pressure. Okay, it's the last one. And I got to get out of here. I got some stuff I got to do. I'm just kidding. I really got to go home and play skate. When I was 13 years, James Dietrichson, official detox music. When I was 13, I was robbed and assaulted, left on the side of the road. Damn, bro, sorry. Suffering traumatic brain injury for years after I was bedridden, alone, isolated, depressed, and suicidal. Music was the only thing that made me feel anything, so I dedicated my life to music. Up until COVID, things were progressing, but since COVID, my network changed. Long Island has no EDM scene, and I'm not good with marketing and content. Any advice or ideas on how I can get back out there? Thanks. Well, first off, hey, bro, I'm stoked you're still with us. That's fucking nuts. Glad you survived it. Glad you're chasing your dreams. I mean, bro, COVID fucked a lot of us up. A lot of us. I literally forgot how to talk to people. I forgot how to, you can look, the evidence is in my old videos and shit, bro. You look at how I used to be on stage. Look at how I used to talk to people, how I did interviews. I'm so different now, and that I think goes for everybody. I think we all went through something in COVID, whether you know it or not. And I think the scene has changed too since then, bro. You know, and it might sound redundant, but I'd say just keep doing whatever is keeping you at max peak happiness. But if your max peak happiness is seeing success, it's probably going to be a pretty shitty battle. But I don't know, man. Just hit it from different angles. Don't set up rules for yourself, because whenever you break those rules, you feel like shit. I mean, shit, man. I don't know how old you are, but some advice I always give to young musicians is like, change everything around you. Move to a place where you don't know a lot of people. I'm not saying like bumfuck nowhere, but like move to a place that's comfortable and surround yourself with people of similar interests. Great example is like Austin comedy. Comedy started blowing up over there ever since Joe Rogan opened his fucking shit. Now all these comedians are moving out there and like making lifelong friends, even if they don't see anything for a couple years. Like they're surrounding themselves. Like when I moved to LA, it was like specifically for music, and I moved there, met a bunch of people, yada yada yada. I do like hummus. Yes, I like hummus. But yeah, I'd say, if anything else, I'd say try to relocate. You know? Change of scenery is good. As soon as you're comfortable is when stuff lacks. 100%. As soon as you're comfortable is when stuff starts to kind of get a little too relaxed. You have to be uncomfortable. A lot of people call it anxiety. It is kind of anxiety, but like, what is it? I heard a quote the other day. Action alleviates anxiety. I think that's what it was. Yeah. Action alleviates anxiety. It's like exposure therapy. Like right now, I would love to try a couple stand-up jokes, and I'm so nervous and I'm so anxious. And all it's going to take is me to go do it, and then I'll be more comfortable. So one thing I've always done is whenever I want to change, whether it be personally or musically or whatever, is I get the fuck out of where I'm at, start somewhere else, new surroundings, discovery begins, ideas start to flow. And yeah, hope that helps. Well, we're coming up on 3 hours now. Nick Rada with 10, be nice and get top. This is my investment into that shirt. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, and then we got Daniel Marrero again. I want to be a DJ like you. My mind still blows remembering the day I found you with the song Rip and Dip. Can you give me your best advice to start? Damn. Thanks, bro. Just always love it. And if you don't love it, change something. The goal is the last thing that should be on your mind. Do some stand-up right now. Definitely not going to do stand-up, but I'll tell you a joke. Oh my God, I got about to piss my fucking pants. Okay, this is kind of a dirty joke. And it's obviously there's no audience. So, but I'll give you one. This one, it's literally It's titled "Only Acceptable Time to Fight." Writing jokes like I write lyrics. Honestly, if you just stood up, I'm not fucking standing up. This is all you're getting. I'm not a fighter, but man, I dream of the day where I can beat the dog shit out of someone and get away with it. Because if you think about it, there's very few situations where this happens. Homeless tweakers, easy fade. Someone molests my girl, fade city. They're getting rocked. The more I think about it, though, the more awkward it gets. Because now I low-key gotta wish that someone would try to molest my girl. And obviously I'm gonna jump in. But then I think, like, their size, their fighting capabilities, like, oh, are they an MMA fighter? So it kind of, like, puts me in this corner where it's fucked up no matter which way you looked at it. But it is honest. Like, the final thought being, I really wish a midget would try to molest my girl so I can beat the dog shit out of them. It's decent. Needs some work. But yeah. They're just jokes. Just jokes, people. Yeah, damn, almost 3 hours. I'm out of here, yo. New project dropping on Patreon Monday. New Orleans Saturday.